several members of the former regional administration who are languishing in Spanish jails right now, including, of course, Oriol Junqueras, the former vice president of the regional government. He has described the situation inside his prison. He says, quote, communication with the outside world is very limited. We can only talk for 50 minutes each week on the phone. I haven't yet seen my children. You're a Democrat. You live in Spain. How do you feel about locking up, again, I say it, civilian politicians who are pursuing their political agenda with a mandate, an elected mandate from their voters, and you lock them up in these conditions? How do you as a Democrat feel about that?
Well, I tell you how I feel about that. I have my own opinion, but you say you lock them up. No, it is a judge who has locked them up. As you say, they have put them in provisional prison for committing crimes, because they are accused of committing serious crimes. It is the judge who, in a democratic country like Spain or the UK, who puts people in jail, especially provisionally. These people are accused of serious crimes, and these people have the same rights, I suppose, as any person who is in jail. I don't think that they can complain of having a worse or better treatment than anybody else. In fact, I think they are in one of the most modern prisons in Spain, and they have many facilities. So I don't agree with that.
Well, if you're a Democrat, Mr. Toledo, doesn't it trouble you that with the vote on December 21st looming, and Mr. Junqueras and others wanting to put themselves forward to the public for election, it seems it's very troubling that they are still locked up. Why do they need to be locked up? Why can't you at least give them their freedom, because they're not convicted of anything? Give them their freedom so at least they can participate in the political process.
You know, in Spain and in the UK, the one who puts people in prison is a judge, and the one who decides to put them out of freedom is a judge. If I could have my opinion, it would be more comfortable, if you want, politically, if they were not in prison. But this is not our call. This is not the government's call. In a democracy, in the UK, it's the same thing. We cannot put these people in freedom. It would be a judge. In fact, they have appealed the court order that put them in prison. It will be reviewed by the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will decide probably in the next few days. So we'll see, but the government can't do anything. These people were not put in prison because of what they think, because they are independentists. Mr. Junqueras has been an independentist all his life. He has been accused of committing crimes. He can defend himself with all the guarantees, and if proven guilty, he will go or not to jail, depending on what the judge says, not depending on what the government says. That's very important.
All right. Let's get to the head of government, Mr. Rajoy. I just wonder what his message is to the people of Catalonia today. What is he offering Catalans in terms of a response to the political situation in the region, which suggests Madrid is listening and Madrid is prepared to offer something to the people of the region, to give them more power, a sense that Madrid is prepared to meet them at least halfway in their desire for more autonomy, more regional power?
Well, you must know that Catalonia is probably the region with other regions in Spain, which has the most powers.
No, that's not true.
Apart from that,
that's not true. That's not true, Mr. Toledo. I can't let you get away with that, because we know that, for example, just two regions I can name you right now, the Basque region and Navarre, they both have much more significant tax-raising and fiscal powers than Catalonia. You know that.
No, but Catalonia has other powers which they don't have. But anyway, Catalonia has never had so much power. And we can discuss that. We can discuss fiscal arrangements. In fact, President Rajoy has invited so many times when the then President Puigdemont and President Mas to come and discuss in a commission to discuss the fiscal territorial arrangements. And they don't come. President Rajoy has offered to discuss 45 different complaints that affect real life for real people in Catalonia, and they have refused. So President Rajoy is offering, first of all, to restore the legality, to restore self-government, have elections. And with the new Catalan government, he will be open for discussion, for discussing anything. And if they want to change the constitution, we have a legal framework. They have to propose that in parliament. They have to conduct political dialogue. Because, Stephen Sakur, where do you conduct political dialogue in a democracy? It has to be in parliament. So President Rajoy has always been and will be open to dialogue. We have opened a commission for starting discussing if we need and what we need to reform our constitution. That